Hello, Scorpio. These are your tarot cards for March of 2023. I'm DanielleStimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and if you'd like to learn more about my live online Reiki certification trainings or to schedule your one-on-one reading or distance Reiki session, go ahead and visit learnreikiphiladelphia.com or check out the links in the description. Thank you so much for being here. Let's dive right in and see what your cards have in store for you. Okay, so to summarize this month for you, Scorpio, there's a lot of feels like kind of frustrating and kind of terse. I know that you're starting off the month maybe not feeling the most balanced, feeling like, which way do I go? There's a lot of pensive energy for you, but you're heading into much better waters. So just follow along with me here. This is the focus of the month, and this is the Nine of Wands. And as we can kind of see here, he looks a little worse for the wear. He's got a bandage over his eye. He's kind of peeking out. This is emblematic of a lot of work that you have put out, the Nine of Wands, and you feel like you're almost done. You're kind of ready to be done with this part and this phase of your life. You're ready to see your efforts met with reward. And so that'll be the focus. You'll feel kind of, that's a good word, a little bit underwhelmed with the progress of things. But as we'll see later in your reading, all things in their divine timing, and there's some really good things coming your way. But let's acknowledge that you might not feel immediately rewarded for all of the hard work you've been putting in. So how are you entering this month? Like I said, kind of a pensive nature. This is you feeling like you need to choose between two things, but not knowing quite how to choose, where to choose, what to choose. It almost feels like a false choice. Kind of is. That's why this feels like hard to decide. There's more to it than meets the eye, and that will start to unravel as you go through the month. Challenge of the month is Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups as a card in a challenge, usually this is a pretty good queen. And yeah, she is, absolutely. But what this means in the challenge position, the Queen of Cups is almost like the master of heart energy, of emotions and of being there for you and how to manage emotions. This would be, her perfect job would be like a therapist or something along those lines. This is someone who cannot be in the trenches with you, but can help you prepare for those trenches and help you unpack after you're done. So the challenge is right now being in that in-between, being in the uncomfortable place where there's not quite resolution and you feel like it's starting to impact you in all aspects of your life. You may feel a little bereft. There may be a little bit of empty-heartedness. There may be a feeling of a lack of support in your emotional center. But know that this is a more minor card, and that is also a limited shelf life as far as this month and how you're going to feel. So, yeah, you might feel like you're going through a little bit of a challenging time, but that time is limited. The next two cards are both major arcana. For those of you who are less familiar with tarot, the major arcana are the more soul purpose, big kind of fated things that happen that you are less able to contend with, whereas the nine of, two of, etc. are a little bit more mundane. They're what we have impacted in our day-to-day life. So for the card that represents the best path forward is the Star, one of the best cards in the deck. This is Hope Springs Eternal. It's like having the North Star guiding you. It's like the sky is not fully illuminated, but you can see enough to know where you're going and where you need to go. One of the traditional images is of a maiden in a lake, and she's got one vessel full of water and the other she's pouring out. And the message being like, there's an abundance around you. You can't see everything, but you can see enough to know where you're going. And your resources will be enough. You will have your needs met, kind of thing. So as the path forward would be, this time is limited. This challenging time is limited. You definitely have better opportunities coming in the future. So keep going in the direction of what you've been working towards, even though you feel like I can't stay on this road very much longer. They're saying you're not going to have to, and it's all going to be for good intentions for you. It's all going to pay off for you. So if your guides could give you a hint and whisper you, a little bit of a love note, what would it be? That's the next position, which comes up as temperance. Now, temperance is very much about blending what you have and, in a way, finding balance. This is a month that can make you feel quite unbalanced in terms of, I've been putting out so much effort. When am I going to see that repaid? I feel like I'm spinning my wheels. The star is saying, you're not. You've got traction. Just hang on a little longer. Temperance is saying, and while you're here, use this opportunity to balance everything to the best of your abilities, taking the good and the bad, and rather than seeing it as one or the other, take what you have and try to work them together as much as you can. Maybe I do want to go in this direction. Maybe I do want to leave that. But maybe this aspect of this element in this second path is something that I want to infuse in there. It's also a card of going inward, reflecting inward to do that balancing. And I feel like what your guides are saying is, now isn't a month to make big leaping strides. It's more of a month to come into balance and harmony within yourself to the best of your abilities. It's a good month to take some time to yourself, to maybe bite your tongue a little here and there if you feel like you have to force, maybe not so much. Maybe even a good time to just take some time for yourself. If you have any days off that you can use, if you have any way to kind of look into what feels unbalanced within yourself and in your life and try to find a way to support yourself through it. Bring in the focus to self-care as much as you can. And that'll really help you a lot this month, because when things start to move on the other side of this, you're going to be in a great position. Even better if you find a way to balance what you have going on now. So with that, Scorpio, you really do have a pretty good month coming along. It might not be the most comfortable, but it's not going to be bad by any means. Definitely check out your sun, moon, and rising signs if you know all three, because that'll shed more light on how these things may show up for you. But you really are almost there, okay? All the love in the world to you. I look forward to seeing you for April. Definitely go ahead and subscribe so that you know when that reading is available. And I will see you next month. Bye for now.